Alright, so welcome back. Hopefully all of you guys are having a fabulous day here today. Hopefully everybody's enjoying and partying and such. I don't know what's happening here. So, to me, I think this is a buff, but it also sounds like verbagely, it sounds like it's a nerf. In my opinion, they would say that there's a compensation that's going to come here, and already I don't think DIANE and King are like in the same unit. Like, if anybody got nerfed or deserved to get nerfed, it was like Milim. If Milim doesn't get nerfed, and this does, it makes no sense in this game's economy, this game functioning as a whole. It makes zero sense. So I doubt this is a nerf. I'm going to lean on the side of buff. But again, I can't confirm that. So, like and subscribe, do what you will with this information. It's not my fault. I don't know what their wording and verbiage goes here, but here we go. Notice, so this is again just published minutes ago. Advance announcement of adjustments to Rulers of New Era King and DIANE's features. Greetings, Knights. We would like to inform you in advance regarding the adjustments to the Rulers of New Era King and DIANE, which were updated on or added in the update on Thursday, the 21st. It was confirmed that the additional damage calculation method for single target skills does not align with the original design intent. We have also identified some unreasonable aspects regarding its overall usability. So, we'll break this down afterwards. As a result, certain features of Ruler of the New Era, King and DIANE, are scheduled to be adjusted. We are currently conducting final testing, aiming to apply the update on Thursday, May 28th. So, 5 days from now, pretty much, right? Not part 2, week 2. Detailed information about the changes will be shared through the official update notice. Notice over here, feature adjustments. So, it's not out yet, obviously speaking. Update schedule is going to be 5/28. That's going to be refinements to certain usability features for Rulers of the New Era King and DIANE. We extend our sincere apologies to all the Knights who are participating in the 6th Anniversary Grand Festival. We are committed to the continued growth and improvement of the 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross. So, the way that they're saying it, right? So they would have to make it clear that if it's a nerf, they have to make it clear they're compensating you. So I don't think it's a nerf. I truly think this is a buff, like through and through. Pretty much what they say is this over here. So it has been confirmed that the additional damage calculation method, okay, for single target skills does not align with the original design intent. So whatever their damage calculation method is for the single target skills, it's not aligning with what they originally had in mind. So whether that be like, oh, we originally planned to do so much more, and oh my god, it's like horrific. It should have done so much more. Instead, it's like god awful. Or this could also be interpreted as, hey, we imagine it to be like super, like bad. And wait, no, the other way, basically, the opposite of what I just said. I just lost my own train of thought, but you get what I'm trying to say there, right? Pretty much, it's the opposite, right? They just said like, oh, we wanted this to be, like, either super broken, that we have to nerf it afterwards, like we expected, or we didn't expect it to be that broken. Sorry, that's the one I'm looking for, right? And we have to nerf it to fix that now, or that other way. But I'm leaning on the other way, right? It's not, like, the character's not super broken. Like, the character's not, like, the best in the game. Definitely, you know, great, but not the best. Hell no. We have also identified some unreasonable aspects regarding its overall usability. Unreasonable aspects regarding its overall usability. Again, that sounds like, oh, regarding the usability, it's unreasonable, right? Most likely, it's a buff coming through to fix that and make it more usable overall, in my opinion, right? As a result, certain features of this are scheduled to be adjusted. We are currently conducting final testing, aiming to apply the update on Thursday, May 28th. Detailed information about the changes will be shared through the official update notice. So, this happened before, for those wondering. If you get a buff, it's no compensation. If you get a nerf, it's a compensation. That's the NETMARBLE structure. I doubt they're nerfing a festival that already is not the best. Makes no sense, especially when you have characters like Milim. When you have characters like, who else released that was like super, whatever hell is, very, very busted. You have characters that release like that, you have literally no reason, or it doesn't make any sense to nerf a character like this who didn't release like that, right? So curious on what they're going to go for here, but they're singling out her single target right here. But they also say that there's like more things scheduled to be adjusted. So they're currently conducting like that final testing to see how it goes. So you will be getting a buff. It's funny how these anniversaries always cause that problem. I don't get what's with NETMARBLE on their own JP anniversary. It's like everybody says, oh, global shaft. unironically, this is a JP shaft that they just keep getting. You have to realize this is the second time now. The last time was 2 years ago, 3 years ago, when we had Light Transcendent Bond. I think it was 2 years ago, right? Light Transcendent Bond had to get buffed because it was so bad. Now, 2 years later, you have the same thing happen now with DIANE. It's insane that this always happens. Like, always happens. I don't get it. I don't get it. How, right? Escanor was so good, they didn't have to like touch him. They just let him be. So they got Escanor correct, but for some reason, they just can't get their any units correct here. So I'm curious on what they go and change over here. But she is, again, they are a powerful duo. It's just they need... So, in my honest opinion, I think that just Fairy Team at where it is right now still is like far from where it needs to be if you want to like run that as an actual team. Like for Unknown Team with Hell, there was like 7 different combinations. When it comes to this team over here, you really don't have that much like that much what's the word? That much like variety and ability to sort of do anything, right? So I wonder again, what do they mean by unreasonable aspects? Like what were they considering in this kit unreasonable? What a part of it, right? And then also take it a step further, they're singling out the single target. So if anything mainly gets affected, seems like it's a single target. But again, if it's a nerf, if they're saying it's a nerf, right? You're nerfing a character that isn't that insane per se. Take it a step further, you're nerfing a character like this instead of Milim, right? Oh, it's an IP. Oh, you can't nerf that, right? Like what? So to me, especially this happened exactly on SLA. There's no difference. They just did this on SLA recently. They were trying to say like, hey, we're gonna buff these characters, and instead like the verbiage they put out did not sound like it was a buff. So they had to later up to the notes and say, oh, it's a buff, guys. It's a buff. That was like the big drum back then for SLA because their wording is just not the best. I don't know why they always choose to not just say, hey guys, we're buffing the character. Now pipe down. Like they don't say that for some reason. They just like let it go and let the community burn for a little bit. But they are getting a buff. A single target is the one thing singled out right now, and there's unreasonable aspects of her kit. I wonder what the unreasonable aspects are that caused this. But do you think that this character deserves a buff? Do you think this character deserves a nerf? Do you think that they're buffing? Do you think they're nerfing? Again, let me know down below. But this is dropping during week 2, so we'll see exactly what they go for here. But if it is a buff, don't expect a compensation. I already know people are gonna be like, dude, we're getting a compensation. Let's go. If they nerf the character, compensation. That's usually NETMARBLE's thing. Nerf equals compensation. Buff equals go screw yourself, basically, right? There is no way I could find like the old notices back then. Pretty sure like they purged their site. That's like so long ago. I don't even remember the first LR Evolution celebration. So this was when Bond dropped, right? Featuring all Meliodas' 4th Aniv. I can't believe I got there. So 4th Aniv special tournament. Draw Hero Maeve. Yeah, this is right before. Dude, I got there right away. Look at that. I'm good. Special tournament. This over here. 4th anniversary with that. So this was Transcendent Bond. Was this the buff? Yeah, this was the buff. Remember this? Let you know what the upcoming thing. So when they published it last time, they already had the buff like placed, right? They didn't even like need to put out a separate notice and such. They already had buffed him like right there. So that was the buff for him, but you didn't get a compensation or anything, right? So that was the notice that we just did. This is the notice about that, and then this is the notice for the maintenance. Did you get a compensation? That was Tristan. So this is before maybe. Yeah, no, you didn't get a compensation. So if anybody's asking like, GoGo, we're getting a compensation, my guy. You're not getting a compensation. You clearly see it. This is the notice over here for the changes. Yeah, June 9th. So, damn, they responded so late last time. Draw Hero notice. What is this? Yeah, no, yeah. They responded over here. Limited sale. Dev notes over here. 606 anniversary. Yeah, no. So no compensation. All right. Take care. Have fun. It's been for me. Sort of buff / nerf. Confirmed. Probably.